Hi, I'm Andy Joels. Welcome to VideoCreditScore.com. Today's question is, what's the difference between a dispute letter and a goodwill letter, and how are these going to impact my credit score? So let's jump into it. Dispute letters are for dealing with inaccuracies. You can send these to the credit reporting agency, or you can also send them to the credit card companies if you're trying to dispute something that you believe is incorrect or inaccurate. They're not for trying to actually get something that's accurate removed. If you want to try to get something that's accurate removed, what we like to do is send a goodwill letter. This is an act of goodwill, and you're actually asking, you're not making any demands for the removal of some item. And you're sending this not to the credit reporting agency, but to the credit card company. And there's certain parameters that they're going to use to decide whether or not they're going to do this act of goodwill. So the first one is, how long have you had an account? If you've had an account for many years with the company, that's going to be something that helps you. Second one is, what's the length of time that has passed since you've actually had the delinquency? So that also matters. If you've had good behavior since the time of the delinquency, that can really have an impact. Third one is, how have you maintained your account since that time of the delinquency? It doesn't matter if you're trying to ask them to remove a delinquency from 3 years ago when you've had a bunch of recent delinquencies. It's probably not going to work for them. And the fourth one is, have you had any other goodwill adjustments in the last 24 months? So they're not likely to repeat this act of goodwill over and over. So you want to make sure that you're really asking for this just in the time that you really need it, and trying to remove the most serious thing from your credit history. And again, this isn't something that these companies have to do, it's something that they have an option to do. Now, to find an example of a goodwill letter, that's easy. Come to the resources tab on VideoCreditScore.com, scroll over to the left, and you'll see we've got a goodwill letter marked there. If you want to learn more about other topics within credit scoring and other tips, come to VideoCreditScore.com. Remember, everyone's situation is different. Be sure to contact a financial advisor or a credit counseling professional before making important financial decisions. This video broadcast is for educational purposes and not a substitute for receiving personalized professional advice.